This is not just another year, and January is not just another month. My child, hear me carefully. A new calendar will not change your life. A new routine will not break old cycles. But a new level of obedience will shift everything. You do not need better luck in this season. You need clearer spiritual decisions. January is a gate, and what you dedicate at the gate determines what flows through the rest of the year. So today, I'm not asking you to make plans. I'm inviting you to make spiritual decisions. The first decision that will change your life is this. Decide to pray more. Not out of habit, but out of hunger. Not emergency prayers, not last-minute cries when everything is falling apart, but a deep, consistent, living relationship with me. I do not want to be the place you run to only when you are exhausted. I want to be the place you begin. As my servant, David once declared, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly." This year, before you touch your phone, touch heaven. Before you scroll through fear, comparison, and noise, surrender your heart to me. Do not begin your day reacting to the world. Begin your day receiving direction from me. When you start with prayer, you allow me to write your schedule instead of stress. You allow peace to set the tone before pressure has a voice. Prayer is not a task to complete. It is oxygen for your soul. I see how busy your life is. I see the responsibilities, the expectations, the weight you carry. But hear me. If you will give me your first moments, I will redeem the rest of your day. Do not rush past me this year. Wait with me. Listen for me. Let prayer shape your thoughts before circumstances shape your emotions. And as you pray more, make this second decision. Choose to seek my wisdom before you seek answers elsewhere. Before you ask people, ask me. Before you search online, search my heart. Before you follow an open door, ask if it is your door. My word says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives generously without finding fault. I'm not offended by your questions. I'm not tired of your uncertainty. I'm inviting you to ask. This world is loud. Opinions are endless. Advice is everywhere, but my voice is gentle and true. Do not move this year based on impulse. Do not decide based on fear, pressure, or convenience. Decide based on my instruction. Wisdom will guard your steps. Discernment will protect your heart. When you ask me for wisdom, I will guide you in your career. I will guide you in your finances. I will guide you in your relationships. I will guide you in your calling. The wise decision will not always be the easiest, but it will always align you with my will. You do not need to chase every opportunity. You need to discern assignment. Not every open door leads to life. Some doors only lead to distraction. So slow down. Ask me. Listen. I will make your path clear. Not all at once, but step by step. And as you pray, and as you seek wisdom, make this third decision. Choose gratitude. Daily, intentionally, faithfully. Gratitude may not always change your situation, but it will always change your posture. And when your posture changes, your perspective follows. My word commands you. Give thanks in all circumstances. Not because everything feels good, but because I am still faithful. Gratitude is a spiritual weapon. It fights complaining. It silences comparison. It uproots self-pity. Every morning this year, I invite you to do something simple. Name 3 things you are thankful for, not only the big miracles, but the quiet ones. Breath in your lungs. Food on your table. Peace that carried you through storms you never thought you'd survive. When you thank me, you create room for joy, and joy will strengthen you more than you realize. Do not wait for perfect circumstances to be grateful. Gratitude prepares your heart for what is coming. So today, at the very beginning of this year, I ask you, will you decide to pray more? Will you decide to seek my wisdom? Will you decide to walk with a grateful heart? These are not small choices. They are spiritual foundations, and when you lay them now, everything built upon them will stand. My child, if you are willing to listen, I will show you something the world does not teach. Greatness in my kingdom does not begin with being seen. It begins with being faithful. So the next decision I invite you to make this year is this. Choose to serve, not for applause, but from love. Even my son did not come to be served. He came to serve. I did not send him to seek recognition, but obedience. I see how often your heart desires to matter, to be noticed, to feel appreciated. Those desires are human, but I am inviting you higher. What if your breakthrough this year is hidden inside someone else's burden? What if the answer you are praying for is waiting on the other side of your obedience? This year, serve in your home, serve in your church, serve in your workplace, serve when no one claps, serve when no one thanks you. Ask me each day, Lord, who can I bless today? Who can I listen to? Who can I lift? Do not underestimate small acts of faithfulness. A kind word, a patient response, a listening ear. I see every seed you plant in obedience, even the ones you think are unnoticed. Remember Ruth, working quietly in the fields, faithful in the ordinary, unaware she was stepping into destiny. Do not despise the hidden seasons. I do my deepest work there. When you serve with a pure heart, you align yourself with heaven. And now, hear me clearly, because this next decision will protect your future. Walk by faith, not by fear. Fear will always try to speak louder when the path ahead feels uncertain. Fear will tell you to wait until you feel ready. Fear will tell you that you are not enough. Fear will tell you that it is safer to stay where you are. But I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you power. I have given you love. I have given you a sound mind. You do not know everything that this year will bring. But you do know who holds it. Faith is not pretending everything is easy. Faith is choosing to trust me when it is not. You may not see the full staircase, but I am asking you to take the next step. Like Abraham, who went without knowing where he was going, trusting the one who called him. Do not wait for perfect clarity. Clarity often comes after obedience. Move according to my word, not your emotions. Trust even when it feels uncomfortable. Step forward even when your knees shake. Faith is not a feeling, it is a decision. Every time you choose faith over fear, you make room for miracles. And as you walk in faith, I invite you to make another quiet but powerful decision. Stay consistent in the small things. Faith is not built on platforms. It is built in the secret place. Whoever is faithful with little will be faithful with much. Do not chase results this year. Pursue consistency. Read my word when no one sees. Whisper prayers over your children. Show up when it would be easier to stay home. Give even when it stretches you. The world celebrates flashy beginnings, but I reward quiet faithfulness. Do not despise small obedience. It is shaping you more than you realize. David was faithful with sheep long before he stood before kings. I am forming your character in places that may feel insignificant now, but will matter greatly later. Consistency builds endurance, endurance builds trust, and trust carries you into greater assignments. You do not need to do everything at once. You only need to be faithful today. One prayer, one step, one act of obedience. And now, my child, there is one final decision that anchors them all. Surrender everything, daily. Trust me with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. Plans are good, but surrender is better. You can map out your year, but I know where the detours lead. Every morning say to me, Lord, I lay down my plans. This is your day. Lead me. Surrender does not mean you give up. It means you give me control. And that is the safest place to be. You were never meant to carry everything alone. Release the need to control outcomes. Release the burden of fixing everything. When you surrender, you exchange anxiety for peace, pressure for purpose, fear for trust. So today, I invite you, not to rush forward, but to realign. Decide to serve. Decide to walk by faith. Decide to stay faithful in small things. Decide to surrender daily. These are not just ideas. They are spiritual weapons. And when you walk in them, no matter what this year holds, you will walk in peace, in purpose, and in the power of my Spirit. My child, before you rush into this day, before you step into responsibilities, conversations, and decisions, pause with me. Do not treat this moment as something ordinary. What we have just shared is not a routine prayer, it is a sacred alignment. Right now, heaven is closer than you think. I see your heart. I see the weight you carry. I see the silent questions you have not spoken out loud. And I want you to know this truth deeply. You are not starting this year alone. This morning is a gift. The breath in your lungs is mercy. The fact that you are here is proof that I am not finished with you. So come to me, not with performance, not with perfect words, but with honesty. Father, as this new day begins, I come before you with a hunger that words cannot fully express. I do not want to survive this year spiritually. I want to burn with holy passion. I do not want January to pass with distracted prayers and empty routines. I want this month to be marked by fire from heaven. Holy Spirit, awaken my prayer life. Remove dryness. Remove mechanical words. Remove the habit of praying without expecting. Replace it with intimacy. Replace it with hunger. Replace it with bold faith. Let prayer become my first response, not my last option. Teach me to seek you early, before the noise of the world rushes in. Like David declared, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly." Teach me to wait expectantly, not anxiously. Breathe new life into my prayers. Let my spirit become sensitive to your presence. Let me pray not only with my lips, but with my life. Shape my thoughts through prayer. Steady my emotions through prayer. Align my heart with heaven through prayer. Father, I ask you now for wisdom and discernment. This world is loud. Opinions are everywhere. Pressure is constant. But your voice is gentle and true. I do not want to move ahead based on impulse, fear, or convenience. I want to move only when you lead. Give me wisdom that comes from heaven. Teach me to discern between what looks good and what is truly from you. Protect me from rushing into decisions that are not aligned with your will. Help me pause when I need to pause. Help me move when you say move. Train my ears to recognize your voice above all others. When there are many paths before me, narrow my focus to the one that brings you glory. Let your peace confirm my steps. Let your word become my compass. And Lord, today I choose gratitude. Not because everything is easy, but because you are faithful. I thank you for carrying me through the past season, for the lessons, even the painful ones, for what you healed, for what you restored, and for what you removed to protect me. Guard my heart from complaining. Deliver me from comparison. Teach me to recognize your hand in ordinary moments, in breath, in provision, in grace renewed each morning. Let gratitude become my lifestyle, not just my language. Even when answers are delayed, I will give thanks. Even when the road is unclear, I will give thanks. Because gratitude keeps my heart soft and my faith alive. Father, give me a servant's heart. Remove the need for applause. Remove the desire to be seen. Teach me to serve when no one is watching, to love without expecting return, to give even when it costs me comfort. Let my obedience be enough. Let my yes be enough. Like seeds planted in hidden soil, I trust that you are working even when results are invisible. And Lord, I choose to walk by faith, not by fear. When fear whispers that I am not ready, remind me that you equip the called. When uncertainty tries to paralyze me, remind me that you are with me wherever I go. Give me courage to take the next step even when I cannot see the full path. Let faith become my posture, not my exception. Help me stay faithful in the small things. Anchor my life in consistency, not emotion. Teach me to value small prayers, quiet obedience, daily discipline as sacred ground. I want to finish well, not just start strong. And now, Lord, I surrender everything. My plans, my schedule, my expectations, my fears. This is your day. Interrupt my plans if you must. Redirect my path if you choose. If you call me to wait, I will worship in the waiting. Not my will, but yours be done. I release the need to control. I release the burden of fixing everything. You are God, and I am not, and that is a relief to my soul. Jesus, I crown you, Lord, over this day, over my mind, over my words, over my work, over my rest. I give you full access. I give you full authority. And now, before you move on, I want to ask you something gently. Which of these decisions do you need to start with today? Not all of them, just one. God is not waiting for perfection. He is waiting for permission. When you give him your yes, he gives you his presence. So decide today, and let this be the year your soul prospers first, and everything else flows from that. Amen.